Hey guys, it's Eli from Eli to the Nth, and today on Fanatical About Fiction, we're talking July hauls / July favorite books. I got a lot of books this July, so I decided what I was going to do is combine the two ideas and cut down on the time for you all and just show you the ones that I got in the mail and that I'm really excited about and were some of my favorite books that I got this month. But without further ado, let's look at the books that are some of my July favorites. The first book is Fateful by Claudia Gray. I'm really excited that I got this book. First of all, it's a really good book. I really like Claudia Gray. I like her Evernight series. But I got this at bookcloseouts.com, and they have a really cool thing where they have signed books that you can get, and so I got this copy and it's signed by Claudia Gray. So it's really exciting. So it's definitely one of my favorite books that I got this month. Another favorite is Five Flavors of Dumb by Anthony John. And again, I also got this from Book Closeouts, and it is also a signed copy. So I think this is really exciting that there's this option to do that when you're not able to maybe meet these authors. So you guys should probably check out that site. It's pretty cool. And I'm not getting paid by them to say that. It is just a really cool site. And I also really like this book. I think it's really cool, and I love rock music and the fact that that Piper, the main character, is deaf and she's the manager of the rock band and stuff. It's a really good book, so you guys should definitely check it out. Another favorite is 172 Hours on the Moon by Johan Harstad. I've been wanting to read this. I think it's going to be a really cool yet creepy book, especially if you go by the cover with the big eyeball. But I'm really excited that I got a copy of it. I won a copy, in fact, and I love when I get books through giveaways that I win. And I just really like space books, so I'm really excited to read this, and it just looks really good. So definitely one of my July favorites that I got in the mail. The next one is Monument 14, and this is by Emmy Laybourne, and I am just really excited about this. This has been going around on blog tours the last month, and I'm so excited that I won one of them because this just looks like a really cool kind of disaster book, and I love the premise that the main character is kind of already disintegrating, and she doesn't even care that there's this humongous superstorm outside that's trapping them all in this super center, kind of like a Walmart. And I'm just really excited to see what happens, and definitely one of the books I was most excited about getting in the mail. The next one is From What I Remember by Stacey Kramer and Valerie Thomas. And again, I've been saying this about all the books, but I'm really excited to have gotten this in the mail. I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but it's definitely my next book that I'm going to be reading after I finish my current read, because it just sounds so hilarious, and there's shenanigans happening in Mexico, and the main character wakes up with a ring on her finger, and it just sounds really fun, and it all happens the day, hours pretty much before graduation. So, and also this is signed by both Valerie and Stacey, so I'm really excited about that. I love it. It adds a little something to your book when it's signed by the author. So definitely really excited about this one. Next book is The Wishing Spell, The Land of Stories, and this is by Chris Colfer, and I actually bought this one for myself. I didn't win it or anything, but I have been wanting to read this book since I heard about it. It is a middle grade, so I don't know how many of you read middle grade and young adults, but I like reading both. It depends on if the story is well written, but this one is really funny, and his take on fairy tales is really good. So if you're one of those people that sometimes don't read books because they're written by celebrities, which I definitely can understand, I would recommend you put that stigma aside, because Chris Colfer has done an amazing job with this book, and it's really good. So I definitely would recommend it. And last but not least, Immortal City by Scott Speer. Another book that I bought myself, but one that was just calling to me from the shelf. Look at the cover. It is definitely gorgeous. I just love it so much. It was a really good book. I thought the writing style was very graphic and cinematic because Scott Speer is a screenwriter. That's his day job. So I thought he did a really good job adapting his writing style to a novel. And Maddie is such an awesome protagonist, and she's really down to earth and stuff. And then you have Jackson, who's this bigger than life angel, and he's super hot. So it's just a really fun action angel romance story, which hits a bunch of my favorite things. So probably one of my most favorite purchases of this month. Definitely excited that I got to own this and read it, and you guys all should go out and read this. It's definitely my recommendation out of all my books. So that's the video. It's short, sweet, to the point. Those are all the books. I'll leave links to their Goodreads pages down below so you guys can check them out. And I also, you know, always encourage you guys to look around and leave me suggestions on books that you're loving. Let me know what you got in July. What are your favorites? Link to haul videos if you're doing any. Let us all know here in Fanatical About Fiction what you're fanatical about. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget to be awesome.